Yes.
Hey, what do you mean by a self-paced course?
Well, the course material is available in the form of video lectures. And there are multiple practice problems that come along as well. So, you can access all of it anywhere, anytime. And they are available to you for lifetime.
No way.
Oh, yes, way. Don't delay and enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hey guys, Akshay Bhaskar this side, and today again we are back with one more session around the interview experience segment which we are doing. So before moving on, I would obviously say hi and hello to everybody who has joined. So 16 people are live right now. Okay, so I'll wait for people to put in some comments and talk with me, and make the session engaging as I always say. Okay. Then in few seconds I'll tell you more about the guest and then I'll invite her. Hi Fatima. Ritika says go. Mili, yo go. Thank you for the motivation. Hi Prajwal. Hi. Okay. I'm sure there are more comments which would be coming. I'll address them as they come. Anyway, so let me tell you more about the guest. So her name is Mili Pandey and she is from Banasali Vidyapith College, and she is placed as a trainee software engineer at HSBC Technology India. And today we will invite her and talk to her about the interview experience she had. So I can see some comments as I said. So hi Madhuram, I can see that you join our feeds like very often, and I'm really thankful for that. Hi Nishant, what's special today? Hi Shantanu, hi Adarsh. Hi Joydev, hi Neeraj. All right, amazing, amazing. ऐसे engage करते रहना guys. So, all right, let me invite the guest. Hi Millie, how are you?
Hello Akshay, hello everyone. I'm good. How are you?
Great, I'm good. And so 42 people are live, and I told them about you a bit, but let's start with a brief introduction about yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So my name is Mili Pandey. I am a BTech final year student, last semester student at Banasthali Vidyapith, Rajasthan. Currently, I'm also pursuing my 6 months internship
Hmm.
from DRDO SSPL Delhi.
Okay.
It's basically an online internship.
Okay.
And I am a native of Uttarakhand, Haldwani, Uttarakhand.
Okay.
And I am an ambitious student, hardworking student
Hmm.
with keen interest in technology and innovation.
Great. Okay, that was really nice to start with. So, how did you get to know about the job opening at HSBC?
Okay. So I got this opportunity from the college campus itself, the college campus recruitment team.
Okay, okay. So it was on campus for you.
Yeah,
And
on campus opportunity.
how many rounds are there, Millie? And you can also step by step brief every round for us. So
Okay.
how many rounds are there?
Basically, there were 4 rounds,
Okay, you
and
can explain each and every round for
okay.
that.
So, first of all, there was a written assessment. The written assessment basically consisted of two sections. One was the MCQ section, and the other was the coding section. The
Okay,
MCQ section had questions from every field, like logical reasoning. There were quant questions,
hmm.
a few of the English questions, the
Okay,
verbal reasoning, and also the fundamentals, computer fundamentals, like the technical section. And
ठीक.
the students who could clear the MCQ round, they were eligible to give the coding round and also the further rounds.
ठीक है.
And there were 75 questions, and the time limit was 70 minutes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
very less for 75 questions.
There were basic questions from basic subjects and basic reasoning.
Okay. So this
So
is
next, sorry.
round one, right?
Yeah, this was round one.
Okay,
And out of round one, in round one, I think around 70 students were selected or shortlisted.
okay,
Next was the personality assessment round. That was a very basic 10 to 15 minutes round. And in that we had basic MCQs about our personality, about the moral values. It was just a basic round. There was no such elimination in that. I think one or two students were eliminated in that round.
Okay. Okay. Then.
Around 66 people were shortlisted after this. And the next was the technical round, the technical interview round. There were two interviews. One was the technical interview and the other was the HR interview. So in the technical, my technical interview lasted for around 40 or 45 minutes. And the interviewer went through the whole resume from the top to bottom. He took all the points, all the technical skills which I had mentioned in the resume, the C questions, C++ questions, all the technical skills, all the languages which I had mentioned, like Python, or the courses which I had done, and also the my project. He also asked my project, my role in the project, and also the academic seminar, which there was an academic seminar. So basically, a technical round consisted of questions from all the questions were from the resume itself. Out of resume, he didn't ask anything.
Okay.
Basic technical subjects which were there, he asked me C++, Python, like what is the difference between C++, Python, what is data structures, linked list, about linked list, the comparison of linked list with other data structures. These were the basic questions. And out of 66, I think 20 or 25 students got selected after the technical round. After this, there was the HR interview round.
Final round.
Yeah, this was the fourth and the final round, which was the HR interview. This was a very interactive and a good round, like I can say. It lasted for around 15 to 20 minutes. And he asked me general questions like my location preference, where do I see myself after 3 years, and how keen am I to join HSBC? How do I align with the values of HSBC? These were the basic questions he asked me in the HR interview. And finally 15 to 16 students got selected, who were finally selected and placed at HSBC. 16 students.
16 students from your campus only.
Yeah, right? From my campus. Yes.
Okay, great. I think it is very nicely put, and very clearly you told what were the rounds about. Okay, that is great. So, Mili, you talked about the project also that you did. So let's get to the next question. What is the importance of projects and internship in the resume?
Okay. I think, according to me, projects play an important role in the resume. Like, if we perform some project or if we do some project, it gives us some technical knowledge or the practical knowledge about what we are doing, apart from the theoretical knowledge. Like, everybody can gain theoretical knowledge, but I think practically projects help us in practical experience. And nobody can forget a practical experience. So it plays an important role. Also, internships, I think they provide an environment to enhance our skill. Internships also help us. But even if we do not have any internships or industrial training, there's nothing to worry about, I think. As long as we have technical knowledge and as long as our interview goes well, I don't think industrial training or internships are very important. But I think projects play an important role. At least one or two projects we should have in our resume. And they act as a plus point if we have any project, if we have any internship. So interviewers are really interested in those points.
Okay, so maybe at least one project should be there, right?
Yeah, even if there is any academic project or something, but there should be one or two projects. It helps us. It really helps us.
Okay, great, Mili. So, Mili, there must be obviously times in your preparation journey when you used to feel low, or maybe there was a time when there was some stagnation, right, as to where I'm getting.
Yeah, right.
right? Everyone goes through that. So
Yeah.
in those times, how do you keep yourself motivated? And even now, when you're going to join and work, and there would be obviously new territories which you will explore. So how do you keep
Yeah,
yourself
right.
motivated? Is there anything specific you can share with our audience?
I don't think there is anything specific or particular which I did. I think constant motivation from the family, from the friends, and positive thinking played a big role in my experience, in motivating me. I think
Hmm.
we should look at our positive sides. We should always think positive instead of thinking negative. We should
Hmm.
believe in our skills that we can do it. If the other person can do it, why not us? We can also do it.
Hmm. That's
So
right.
I think, yeah, so I think one should always believe in his or her skills, and also we should talk to our friends or we should talk to our family who can constantly motivate us, so that we do not lose hope or we do not feel upset. Or I think they can be a source of great motivation for anybody.
So true. This
And
is true in
also,
my case also.
yeah. And also, we can also, apart from the regular studies, we can also do something for our recreation or something in our free time. Also,
Maybe
we can look
sports,
at,
little bit
yeah,
sports,
or
anything
yeah,
like that. Physical activity also.
anything, whatever the person likes, like cooking, drawing, anything, reading. Apart from our constant studies, we should also do all these things to for some recreation. That is really very important, I think, to keep ourselves motivated.
Correct, correct. Completely agree. Anything else you want to add?
I think these things can play a major role in motivation, and also constant learning. We should be thorough with the resume so that we do not. If the interviewer asks you something, you should be well revised. You should be thorough with your resume, and I don't think we should write anything in our resume which we don't know. So I think that is very important to
Hmm.
keep yourself updated.
Hmm. Okay. ठीक है.
So constantly learning is important.
Constant learning mindset और positive affirmations मतलब कि believe करो,
Affirmations, yes.
believe in yourself, and more than believing, also have those people around you who can
Yeah, who can
who
constantly encourage us.
always see the best in you, maybe the best
Yeah,
in you, help you to achieve that by providing some support. So
yes,
family, friends, basically, that is what work for you. Okay.
yes.
So any placement related advice you would like to give to our viewers, Mili?
Okay. So first of all, I think we should have patience. Every student should have patience, even if he or she does not get selected in the first interview. That is not the end. I think we should always look forward. If he is not selected in the first interview, he will surely get selected in the second, in the third. So I think patience is the key. We should always have patience, and
Hmm.
also we should learn from the past experience and interviews. Like, if we do not get selected, we should always analyze what might went wrong, not what might did not impress the interviewer. So we should always self analyze, and we should work on it. We should always work on our mistakes, and always learn from the experiences. And secondly, I would like to say that we should never underestimate ourselves. Also, we should never be overconfident. Like,
Hmm.
we shouldn't think that, yes, I can do it, I know everything. We shouldn't be overconfident, I think. We should have a firm belief in our skills but not be overconfident, and also never underestimate yourself.
Yeah, but to strike that balance which you are saying between overconfidence and underestimation or underconfidence, if that's a word. So to do that, like, how do you do that exactly? Like, how do you know that you are going the right way? By analyzing your whatever mocks you are giving or something like that, tests or giving. Maybe analyzing that and studying that can help
Yeah.
you get that
Yeah,
balance.
I
If I'm
think self analysis is important. Also,
Hmm.
constantly, we should learn constantly. We shouldn't think that I know everything, I can do it. we should revise, be thorough with everything, and also don't underestimate uh, like he or she has is all. If any of your friend is already placed, do not lose hope. Do not think that I cannot do this. So we should have a firm balance. We should believe in ourselves.
All right, Millie. Millie, that was all for the questions from our side. Let's get to the comments and pick up some questions. So, but before moving, I would say, Prajwal, why they are ignoring. So, I would say that we are not ignoring. I am reading your comments side by side. The thing is that first, the format is that we first ask our questions and then we come to the session where we take your questions. So, now let's talk about your question. That's fine. So, so he's asking, Prajwal is asking, what kind of projects can you give example, please? And Neeraj is also asking, tell about your project, Didi. So these are the same question. I'll just pin Neeraj's question, and we can talk about the project. Maybe you can give some examples or tell what you did.
Okay.
Hmm.
So hi Neeraj. Basically, I am an electronics student. I am from EC branch. So my project was academic project. It was electronics based. It was an robotic arm using smartphone control. But that does not matter. We can make any project like related to your respective branch. Like if you are in CS, you are in EC, you can have any project of your choice of
But
your
really, can you help them figure out that as to some project ideas? Is if there is a source online somewhere, if they can see, or maybe you can give 3 4 ideas, something specific. I was seeking. If you know something, please share
okay.
that.
So
Hmm.
uh, we can also we can get any many ideas in internet, Google. There are also various websites where we can get the ideas, like
Hmm.
robotic arm. There's also home automation. There are also many software related projects, hardware related projects. Like there are many ideas. You can also look for them in YouTube. Our project we also
कहीं मिल जाएगा मतलब project ideas for college in India,
yeah
I guess. Typing
yeah
this one,
yeah
10 to 20 ideas.
yeah
I'm sure about.
yeah many ideas you can get. I also looked for my project through YouTube.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah.
So you okay? ठीक है. We'll take one more question, है ना? You can also go through the questions. Okay. Hmm. This is a good question. Millie, let's talk about this one. And it's a Ronak's question. It's about self doubt. That's why I want to talk about it क्योंकि ये बहुत strong negative force है. पता है चीजों को वो रोकने के लिए. So I have been
Yeah.
rejected by 4 great companies in last 2 weeks. How to look beyond this? I have decent problem solving skills, but I have started having self doubts. So some views over this, Millie.
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, Ronak, hi Ronak. I think, as I said earlier, we should always believe that one can do it. We can do it. Always wake up every morning and tell yourself that you can do it. I think rejecting by being rejected by 4 great companies, it's not the end of life. Before HSBC, I was also rejected in one big company by one MNC, big MNC, but after that I worked hard. I worked more on my skills, and I think you should always have hope there is more to life. This is not the end of life, and I don't think being rejected is something bad. We should always come up with your uh, look at your mistakes, self analyze, and also improve your mistakes, and constantly try to have more knowledge, more skills to
Hmm.
perform better in your upcoming interviews.
Okay. Uh, and I would like to add, Ronak, there are many more companies. Please.
Yeah, there are many companies, and
Yeah.
initially I did not have a very good problem solving skills, as I'm also from EC branch, so I didn't know much coding, or I'm not very good in coding and problem solving. But I worked hard. I worked on my skills. I did a few courses, also
Hmm.
learned online through various websites, so that
Hmm.
I could perform good. I could perform much better than my past in the upcoming interview.
Okay. So one more thing, one more question. So Samarth is saying, and it breaks my heart reading such things.
Yeah.
Didn't got into IITs, NIT. What should I do? Should I die? Moreover, my college is in a very very bad location. What to do now? Samarth, before you add Mili, I would say Samarth, yeah, college does not decide your whole
Yeah.
life. Please. In today's world, we can learn everything online. We can get things done. So just change your mindset. ये ऐसे लैंग्वेज और ये ऐसे माइंड मत बना यार समर्थ, वैसे उससे हो क्या रहा है नेगेटिव चीजें लाओ। तो यार मिली कुछ ऐड करना है इस पे, क्योंकि समझ रहे हो यार ये बहुत दुख होता है देख के कि मतलब ऐसे लोग
Yeah.
सोच
Yeah.
यार, समझ रहे हो, वो नहीं होना चाहिए ना। एक सोल्यूशन ओरिएंटेड माइंड होना चाहिए, मेरे को लगता है। आप बताओ कुछ ऐड करना चाहते हो क्या?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think we should have such thoughts in our mind. Getting into IITs and NITs is not everything. There are many more colleges, there are many more opportunities which will get in life. I don't
Yeah,
think this is the end of life. And
there's so
IITs or
many people.
NITs,
There's so many
what?
people. There's so many people who
Yeah.
who are not in a very good college, but they are doing really, really good in life.
Yeah, yeah. Even
So
I am not from any NIT or IIT, but I
yeah,
got the opportunity. I worked hard on it and I got placed. So I don't think being in a good college is everything.
yeah, and someone see, don't get into the mindset of listening everything which people are saying about you or anyone. See, you should take pride in yourself and remember the journey you
Yes.
are paving off, right? Why don't अब भूल जा, मस्त हो जा, अब
Yeah.
जहाँ जा रहा है वहां पे फोड़।
There are many, many more opportunities in
Yeah,
life.
yeah. So, okay. So, anyways, that's it for questions. So, Millie, there are more questions coming up, but there's
Yeah.
a limitation on time. So, I always tell
Sure.
the students watching and the professionals watching that. So, your LinkedIn description is in the YouTube description,
Yes.
LinkedIn URL. Sorry, so they can connect with you and maybe ask some
Yeah.
questions, right?
Yeah, definitely. Everybody can connect and ask questions, whatever doubts they have.
Yeah, exactly, and that will be better. And Jaydeep Das also, Jaydeep said पहले कि say something about a coding round. So step by step brief each every round जो हमने क्वेश्चन जिस पे बात करी थी ना, उसमें जयदीप पूरा समझाया हुआ है मिली ने कि एग्जैक्टली उसके कोडिंग राउंड में क्या हुआ था, जो थर्ड राउंड था, राइट? वो तुमने
Yeah.
पूरा समझाया था, तो जयदीप वो
Yeah,
कवर हो
yeah.
चुका है। बाकी जो क्वेश्चंस हैं वो आप मिली से लिंक्डइन पे पूछ सकते हैं if you willing.
I have also given my whole experience in Geeks for Geeks itself. The whole experience is there
ओके, वो
in
आर्टिकल का लिंक
detail.
शेयर कर देना है।
Yeah. Everything is written in detail there.
हाँ, अभी एक समर्थ का रिप्लाई है, सर अगर कॉलेज नहीं इतना मैटर करता तो फिर आपने तो पूरा जेई मेंस एडवांस का वैल्यू ही निकाल दिया। बेटे मेरे, वैल्यू है उसमें, नहीं कह रहा, बट वो जिंदगी
हाँ.
ही डिसाइड करती है कि तू ऐसी बातें कर रहा है इतनी हैवी हैवी। तो वो उसकी एक जगह है, ठीक है, बट वो सिर्फ वो नहीं है ना। मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि तू तेरी खुद की अंडरस्टैंडिंग, खुद का लर्निंग एटीट्यूड, खुद फिगर आउट करना चीजें, अपॉर्चुनिटीज बनाना, ऑफ कैंपस कितना कुछ है, लोगों को जानना, वो तो भाई तेरे से कोई नहीं ले सकता, वो तो तू डेवलप कर सकता है। सही कह रहा हूँ गलत कह रहा हूँ मिली?
Yeah, definitely.
है ना?
बिल्कुल सही है. Yeah, बिल्कुल. Very correct.
होम सिक हो रहा है, फोकस ऑन माई स्टडीज, क्या करूं मैं सर? बेटा पहले तो तू थोड़ा रिलैक्स कर। मैं तो यही कहूंगा, इतनी टेंशन मत ले और तेरा हो जाएगा फिगर आउट। पहले तो ये सब फालतू बातें सोचना छोड़ और रिलैक्स कर। एनीवेज ये थोड़ा भावुक हो जाता हूँ इन चीजों के ऊपर। यार ये क्यों है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए ना यार, थोड़ा इतना क्या, इतना हैवी नहीं, मतलब ठीक है। एनीवेज ठीक है मिली, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस टुडे। इट वाज लवली टॉकिंग टू यू एंड
Thank you so much.
yeah, and people will connect with you, definitely just send you some connection
Yeah.
request. So there are many more questions coming up, and Arpit is saying, please answer my above question. But how should I improve my coding skills? I'm average in coding and want to improve. चल ठीक है अर्पित, इसका आंसर मैं तेरे को देता हूँ अभी बताता हूँ जर्नी कैसे शुरू कर सकते हैं लर्निंग की। All right, Millie, thank you so much. I'll bid you goodbye then. Okay, I'll talk to the audience for 1 minute.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity.
You can bid them bye. You answered
Okay,
some.
bye everyone. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye, Mili. So, how should I improve my coding skills? So, अर्पित जो मुझे पता है वो मैं बता देता हूँ. Geeks for Geeks से start कर ले journey. Geeks for Geeks से नहीं करना अगर तो यार definitely there are more platforms, but you can figure it out anyways. You can ask the same question to Millie on LinkedIn. Anyway, so there's a link in the description about getting started with C++. So if you want to start with the basics and improve from there, so a course है हमारा getting started with C++, बहुत cheap है, $5.99 only. Check out करना वो link जरूर. So आज के लिए इतना ही था guys. Hi Abhishek, hi Samarth भाई, thank you if you agree. चलो, थैंक यू सो मच गाइज. आई गो एंड हर दिन ऐसे सेशन होते रहेंगे, स्पेशल वेबिनार्स भी आ रहे हैं एज आई टोल्ड. सो स्टे ट्यून्ड, आते रहना, एंगेजमेंट बढ़ाओ यार. शो सम लव, शो सम लाइक्स, शो सम कमेंट्स. दैट्स लव फॉर अस. हमें यही मोटिवेट करता है. ऑलराइट, बाय बाय, टेक केयर. अक्षय भास्कर दिस साइड. लिंक्डइन पे मुझे कनेक्ट करना अगर कुछ सवाल है तो. ओके, बाय.